Hello, I'm Susie Hill, and this is a narrated digital presentation. 20 years of technology and social norms, changes to our culture, our environment, and our learning styles. We will cover our learning objectives, such as learning outcomes. For example, changes of social norms, meaning the the conditions in which we normally interact with technology, or the everyday lifestyles that we have where we address whether or not we will use technology in our work, our education, or our lifestyles. Balance between technology as a tool and technology as a distraction. Tools for risk and benefits. This presentation is a brief look at resources available to K-12 teachers, with the changes which addresses the changes to social norms, balance between technology and tools, and technology as a distraction and tools for risk and balances. And our learning outcomes explore ways teachers use technology in their work as educators, examining how computers and the internet and social media and other meta. Let's address the changes of social norms. The latest educational technology developments, including 21st century learning, addresses educational technology developments, inclusion of highly interactive tools such as smartboards, tablets, apps that reflect the changes of nature in our technology. The latest education technology developments, including tablets and apps, flipped classrooms, computer thinking, learning to code, 3D printing, microblogging, online learning, virtual schools, digital citizenship, and using technology with culturally and linguistically diverse learners are featured throughout and connected with each of our textbooks, chapters, learning goals, and learning outcomes. The inclusion of highly interactive tools and smartphones reflect the changing of nature and the technology from singular devices used by individuals to collaborative tools used by groups and communities. All are presented in terms of their direct application to the work of teachers and the learning students. For example, here even at GCU, we utilize LoudCloud and the virtual technology of the virtual classroom for our online students. 21st century skills also include big data, cloud computing, mobile learning, and gamification. An explanation on the changes that have stemmed from the advancement and wide adoption of technology that has changed social norms over the past 20 years would be to explore big data, which tracks both student and learner behavior and gather the relevant information that will enhance our understanding of how people learn, what keeps them engaged, what helps them retain information, and how we can improve the outcomes. Cloud computing provide learners with the ability to access material easily and foster connections between and among students, teachers, and facilitators. These platforms also have the power to create truly global educational communities and facilitate groundbreaking research. Mobile learning, which the students have embraced in all generations, will be able to fit their education into their lifestyles, and the convenience of affordability of mobile devices will facilitate access for all. And ironically, a person's physical location may become significant in parts that enhance the mobile learning experience. By that I mean sometimes it would be easier to communicate over long distances than to make the effort to travel hundreds of thousands of miles to reach a seminar or a learning environment where you could attend live via internet connections of video conferencing, conference calls, and other such devices. Mobile learning, for example, students of all generations will be able to fit all their education in their lifestyle, as I said before. But gamification is one of the most new and prevalent ways that students are gaining and becoming proficient in mastering their skills. Is where you can take a subject matter and put it in a game platform and motivate and keep the student engaged for a longer time. Moving forward, we can discuss tablets, smartphones, and laptops. Other resources would be digital textbooks and e-readers. For example, here we have an opportunity to move further than, say, what we saw in a Star Trek movie where data was on a simple pad, and here it was 20 years ago, they were dreaming about a tablet that conveyed all the information right there that anyone needed, and it was touchscreen. If you looked at those videos of long ago, you'd see that this dream that we have about technology is more prevalent with everything that we do. Technology as a tool for learning, to teach and to reach all of our students, is a must. I mean, the mandate for it is necessary for us to be not only competitive as a country, but to keep us abreast of what our students can and will be faced with as they move into corporate America. Even as a college student at the graduate level, we find that technology is still something the everyday person struggles with because advances are so readily available, and they are changing with everything that we do. The distractions that come from teaching with a tool would be allowing not our personal lives and our academic or professional lives to intermingle with each other. We have to convey to the student the essential need that academic material is important for them to stay focused and to remember that there's a time and place for everything that they need and do. We have to teach and reach all the students, each to whom of which has a unique background, culture, social class, family income, gender, language, and individual accessibilities. And during this time, we need to be mindful that technology is not only the tool that we use to open the door for the students to learn, but that the distractions that come from cyberbullying, social climbing, peer pressure, or any of the other norms for our younger students, our adolescent students, this is still a danger, and it is something that has to be maintained and curtailed. But there is no way we're going to be able to put the genie back in the bottle and keep a child or a student from utilizing these technology advances as long as they are economical and accessible. Teaching as a tool will still be one of the most advantageous for the educator in the coming years. And I hope that my presentation has been helpful to you on other levels. Thank you. Have a good night.